Watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler, episode number 319, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 43. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this very podcast. You know how it goes. All right, Chris Locks, I'm on to kick it with my Corolla Digital buds like Mike Dawson.
It's party time. It's time to party.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
Gary Smith's here.
So what's up?
Yo, yo. And, of course, Matt Fondelier.
Oh, you're scared of a claw.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt, and welcome back to studio, Gary.
No flicking the bean.
There is no Kalen today. Yeah, he's
Bad.
but he'll be on tomorrow's Patreon show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, man. It feels good to be back. I really did not like being isolated at home.
So you say.
I didn't. Look, if my wife had not been like profoundly ill and my son pretty ill as well, then it might have been one thing because I was not that ill for most of it. I definitely had some symptoms, but I had the light version.
Right, and your PS5 doesn't work when your wife's sick.
It doesn't work during the workday. There's
Yeah.
shit to do, baby.
I know.
I'm producing
No,
shows.
Gary actually was heavily still producing his shows from home, and dude, you killed it. So we have a couple things going on today. Of course, we have the usual segments, comments, Shea Fondelier,
The Seggies.
the usual seggies.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
We got some good seggies today. What are we going to call segues then?
Segways.
Okay. And then also we're going to hear from a
fixes
listener.
that.
That covers that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah. Look, I didn't argue. And then also we're going to hear from a listener, Jeremy, who won the Super Bowl squares in our Patreon league. So,
Oh, man.
Nice.
and he came up pretty fat, didn't he?
He came up the fattest. The way that we arranged the payout was $125 for first quarter, $250 for the half, $125 for the third quarter, and $500 for the game. And he won the half and the final with different scores.
Good for him.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, how many squares did he buy?
There was a limit of 2.
That's what I thought. So both his squares just won.
It was the same square, but the score had changed, but the final digits remained the same.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Matt had the square with the exact same numbers on opposite teams.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was also fun seeing in our Facebook comments people saying things like, oh, Matt won a bunch of money. And I just thought, I did? I don't think I did, man. I didn't win
Oh,
jack
got you
shit.
excited. I never look.
I saw that. I purposely went to the Facebook page because I wanted to see who won because I didn't even look at my numbers. I didn't even see what
I don't know
squares
what
I had.
numbers
I was
I
like,
had today,
maybe when I wake up today, I'll have some money.
Yeah, let me just.
That's right.
Let me
And
just
so
check.
I go to look at it, and it says Matt won.
Yeah.
He should buy everyone lunch, and I'm like, ooh, I might get a lunch out of this.
Yeah, I wake
All
up, I just
Matt.
check-
By
I
the
just
way,
check
Gary,
my-
thanks for lunch today.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
no
you.
problem,
thanks.
dude.
I wake up, I just check my app, which won't be named, to see if there's money in it, and there wasn't.
Well, for next year, I'll let you guys know that I sit there watching the game with my phone open, and the second each quarter ends, I send the transfer.
You pay out real quick.
Yeah, I don't want that shit on my people asking where their money is. It's not. I don't need
Yeah.
that. I don't need that noise.
Yeah, you don't want. You
That's
don't
not
want
my
anybody-
money anymore by the time the quarter ends.
Ah, see, that's the way to think, and that's why he's legit. Gary Ghost knows what's up.
Yeah, Dawson came to my office and said, hey, man, just want to say congratulations. And I said, on what? He said, Super Bowl money? And I was like, that wasn't
brutal.
me.
Oh, you
that
even had,
wasn't me.
you had an in-person congratulations
I did.
too.
I did.
Matt actually had it was almost like a prepared statement because I said, hey dude, right on, congratulations. And he looks at me and points. He goes, congratulations on what?
Yeah.
And I go, Super Bowl? And he goes, I didn't win. I'm like, oh, okay, dude. I thought you came into some money.
The claw.
Now,
One day.
there are leagues where if you have the reverse score, you get like a little baby payout, right? Have you seen
I've
that?
never heard of that, but that's interesting.
Oh, it's like 100 for that one, but if you have the reverse score, you get 25 or something. It's like a real. I mean, but
we will
it's-
not be doing that. That sounds like madness, and this is hard enough
nothing.
already.
Well, all right. Well, maybe if Jeremy's nice, he'll throw some shekels your way and give you the reverse payout, Matt, because I think you deserve it.
We'll see if he does the right thing.
Yeah.
Chris, do you need another bag?
I'll take another pen. Yeah.
For those listening, Chris just accidentally rolled his pen so far across the table that no one could possibly reach it.
It's a big table.
It's a big table.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative space on this
I'm
table.
looking at the screen, so if you're watching this on YouTube,
Yo, you
if
saw
we
it.
haven't been demonetized,
this is my
It
farthest.
looks like you can
possessed
reach it
pen.
from the screen.
Yeah, that's. I feel like I have to stretch
Yeah.
my arm out, but there you go.
No, that's an optical illusion. You're much
Yeah.
further away.
All right. Well, anyway, we got some stuff to do. When you do you want to get? Let's get Jeremy on the line now since we're talking about it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I'll BRB. I guess you guys.
Sure.
You guys can go ahead and vamp.
Yeah, Chris is going to go into the
Gary,
other room.
Gary
Well,
had some stuff on his mind anyway.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gary.
I do, yeah.
All right.
I
so I was going to point something out.
yeah, please do, because I don't know what's on my mind.
Since the show started, Dawson has been consuming a tube
Tube food.
Tube food.
It's left over from our no, it's not left over. It was
This
an
was
a new
just
box.
sent to me.
Oh my
This
god!
is a new box.
This was just sent to me by call sign Holes, who
That's right.
flies for the Air Force, the U-2.
Yeah.
And he said he finally found the caffeinated chocolate pudding again. And this stuff is a dream. It's like wake up candy, you know? It's caffeinated chocolate pudding.
I thought that was what cocaine was called.
Yeah. Well, it's not, but I see where
The confusion came in.
the confusion can come in, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never called Coke wake up candy, but maybe I should.
Maybe you should. So yeah, while I was out, I
Matt,
was,
you doing a lot of the wake up candy these days?
No. What I was doing though was just looking up. You mentioned the guy who sent this tube food in. His call sign was Holes.
I think it is because
It
that's
is.
what he signs everything.
No, it is, and it came about because I was talking about whole foods,
Okay.
meaning foods with holes in it. And he,
well, sort of just meaning that.
yes, that's true. And then this guy listening to that segment found it funny that we were talking about whole foods and tube foods, which he could provide for us, and his call sign was Holes. And I actually asked him,
Serendipitous.
how did you get the call sign of Holes? And he sent me the whole story, which I will not read because there's a lot of cussing in the story. But
Oh, come on now.
at the peak of the story, he's explaining, and I'm reading it now. I walked up to Captain Hill and introduced myself. Captain Hill, I'm Lieutenant. He gets in my face, looks at both of my ears, which were gauged in college and never fully closed. And he screams, "Do you have fucking holes in your ears? Are you some kind of expletive word?" Which I will not say. The looks on everyone's faces can only be described as horrified. And then his response was, "No, sir, I'm no kind of F-word expletive, but thanks for asking." And he says, "Okay, Holes, find a fucking desk and welcome."
Nice.
So I hope you don't mind that I told that story.
That's about how the people that I know in the forces like Rob and
Yeah, I
People like
understood
that.
what word it was, Matt. Thanks.
you never give yourself a nickname. It's given to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, Los Angeles?
Well, that's not a nickname.
Okay,
That's
that's
a
true.
brand,
That's
baby.
true. Yeah.
All right. I think we got Jeremy on the line.
Sorry, guys. I totally missed Glove's story too, but we'll,
You
Oh,
son of a bitch.
all right.
Jeremy, you there?
Hey, yeah.
There he is.
Hey,
All
big
right.
winner.
So, guys, this is Jeremy. He is the big winner from the Super Bowl squares and the Patreon. A little bit about him: he is a senior caretaker, so he takes care of old people, which is really nice.
Not quite.
Okay. He does landscape operations at an unnamed university in Central Michigan. All right, Jeremy.
Is it
Yeah, I
Central
don't
Michigan?
actually take care of
Is it
seniors.
CMU? Is
Might be
it
Central
Fire Up
Michigan
Chips?
University.
Is it the Chippewas, brother?
It sure is, buddy.
Right
I used
on,
to
dude.
listen to you when
Don't
you were
dox
at
him.
Houghton Lake.
Nice, man. I missed that place. I heard from those people recently. They just had Tip Up Town again. The double weekend festival. It's the festival of ice fishing. And it started out because all the dudes would go to the lake this weekend and just ice fish. And all the wives were like, well, fuck you guys. We're coming. And they brought a bunch of fucking tents and started a fucking festival. And like the dudes are like, well, shit. Well, at least I get to ice fish. But it's like the ladies just took it away from him.
I truly believe everybody in in that area knows just how to have fun, like the best possible ways. It's a party, and like you tell me, you go like you've seen like people
Such a
jumping
fun party.
in the ice water.
Did you ever do that, Jeremy? Do you ever do the polar bear dip?
No, I haven't.
Are you gonna? Is it one of
I
those
might someday.
bucket list
You never know if
things?
the opportunity comes up.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy, now that you're rich,
Yeah.
I mean, you could really do whatever you want. Because I don't know if we did we say how much you won? I know you mentioned.
I did the breakdown so people
Yeah,
can go back and do the math. Yeah.
All right, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of dough.
Good
I
job,
want to
buddy.
know, Jeremy,
Yeah.
how observant of your squares were you during the game? Chris was saying he doesn't look at them at all. I personally was writing down all the possible scores so that I could figure it all out. I mean, obviously it's so excited when you're finally winning it, but what was your experience during the game?
We don't have cable, so we were streaming it on the Peacock app,
Yeah.
and it got down to like a minute left in the first half.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, looking up the squares then because I didn't save it on my phone or anything. I was getting on the website to check it out, and before I even loaded the page, Gary had already sent me the money for the first half.
There's that much of Gary's that quick, or there's that much of a delay? Are you
It
on
must be a good 30
56K?
seconds delay.
So here's the thing. He must have a harder delay than me. I was sending them out so exactly when it hit 0 on the clock because I have YouTube TV, and that's 30 seconds behind DirecTV, which is why I can't watch sports with my friends on the phone anymore.
Yeah, because even a phone call.
Yeah, my best friend has, DirecTV, and you'll hear people in the background shouting because something huge just happened. You're like, okay, well, cool that I get to see it in like a little while here, but...
This is such a millennial conversation, Dos, because we're all like, yeah, because I watched it on YouTube TV as well.
Yeah.
And we streamed it. We just streamed it, and rather than just watching it on NBC or something. So the fireworks went off before. I mean, we knew they were going to.
That happened in the LA Dodger game for me. I was watching it on delay.
Yeah, fireworks go off at because there are guys that just are just waiting with like a lighter that's already lit, just waiting for that timer to hit 0. Like go, like they have to be the first ones up.
Oh yeah,
really? What is that?
I don't know, man. I mean, look, it's been a long time since the Rams have won one in LA, so people have been cooped up. I think they're excited to celebrate anything.
They've been Cooper Cup.
Cupped
Damn
up. It was close.
I tried. There's something there. Jeremy, congratulations. Now, I don't know if you saw in the fine print, but you have to do whatever we want you to do with that money. Like, we tell you what to do with it. And Matt, Gary, Dawson, and myself have some ideas. I'll start with Dawson. Dawson, what was your idea for him to use that $750?
Buy a bunch of celery.
That's right.
And then
yeah, because celery, the value of celery is going up. I read.
Then you'll have a bunch of celery for when that happens.
Yeah, Jeremy, you like ants on a log? We got a lot of logs.
Sell it back.
Yeah, then sell it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Create a market, create a demand for celery.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good.
Mm-hmm.
Gary,
Good, but not as good as Gary's idea.
Yeah, Gary, what was
What were you
yours?
telling us?
Jeremy, I assume you have a dog, right?
2 Cocker Spaniels.
Okay, so you got to pick the one that's naughtiest, and then I need you to take that $750 and go to one of those groomers and take the pictures from the internet where people take the groomers and turn them into like another animal, so it looks like a tiger, but ironic because it's really small, and then dye it all orange and shit. Teach it a lesson.
We groom them ourselves, so sometimes they don't look the greatest when we get done.
Well, now you're
Already,
rich.
so
Yeah, your grooming days are over, Jeremy.
Problem
your
solved.
self-grooming days are over.
Right.
Yeah, you do whatever you want now. The world is your oyster. Matt, what do you think he should do with the money?
Well, I think my suggestion kind of bled onto the air. Jeremy, you may know the square you got was the 0-3 square, but did you ever consider who had the 3-0 square, a.k.a. me? Jeremy, people have been congratulating me on my victory. I didn't win fucking anything, so I just thought maybe you'd do the right thing, kick a little back to the show. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but
Or the whole show, just one guy. Just kick it back to one guy on the show.
We're getting pretty
I did
hungry
take
here
them
around
back to the
lunchtime.
show. I teared up to the movie commentary.
yeah.
Paid for the year.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Chris's idea doesn't even matter because
That was my idea,
that
actually.
is the right thing.
Either tear up all the way or buy some subscriptions for your family and friends, just like we always suggest. It makes a great gift. We know St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
And
make sure you film it.
yeah, and just and share it with the world. Because look, people listening who aren't subscribed to Patreon, we could be talking to you right now. We could be telling you what to do with all that money right now.
Exactly. Well, Jeremy, congratulations, man. I have some good news for you on the movie night front. You still have all the back catalog you'll listen to, and the next one is coming next week. So look forward to that.
Awesome.
And thanks again for subscribing to the Patreon and for playing. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Right on,
Jeremy.
Man, have a good one. Congratulations.
Nice guy. I think he
Nice
deserved
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
rude that I just dropped him instead of putting him on hold?
I was wondering if he was going to bark back at us, but
No,
that's
you
okay.
got to drop him.
Yeah.
We can't give this show away like that.
He needs to go about his life.
He got enough of bonus. You think he wants to listen to Watercooler before everybody else too? That's a lot more than $7.50. I'll tell you that much. This is a very valuable show
Well,
here.
plus he could go to the Facebook group and spoil the Seggies.
Yeah,
Have that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Can't have no spoiled Seggies.
Before we get to the Seggies, so I had something happen to me the other day.
This is
I told
he's
Gary this.
segueing into something.
I'm segueing. Yes. So my wedding invitations, and it feels like it's late, but they went out this week, right? And we did them ourselves. Well, we had somebody I shouldn't even say we did them ourselves. We had somebody design them to our specs, and it was a lot of back and forth. Jen actually designed them very, very nicely, and then we got them. But we mail them. I print out the envelopes in a printer with all the addresses, and then we stamp them. We send them out. Oh, and the envelopes that we wanted, because we're that much. We're so into the detail, like thing that
Envelopes you wanted.
the envelopes we wanted are a certain color.
Mm-hmm.
And when we ordered them online, they didn't make the only ones that they had left for in this color didn't have the sticky part, the gum. So it was just a paper flap. So I had to get double-sided tape and tape them all up and close them up.
Oh, that's tedious.
Yeah, it's tedious, but it looks clean. Jen put like a little glitter little star that she used with glue and looked like a heat shrink gun or something on it, and just the attention to detail is great. So we did it with our save the dates to our STDs, and
Never heard that one
you
before.
guys, grow up, and
No, you should disclose all that shit before you get married.
That's true.
You know,
That is.
Very good
It's
point.
only
oh
fair.
come on, guys,
that's Gary Ghost stuff.
it's not grow up. Come on, we're better than that.
Are we?
No. Well, we're out of the stamps that we use for the STDs. So Jen's like, "Hey, can you pick up more of this stamp?" It's a certain kind of style that kind of matches what we're looking for with the whole design, the overall design. She's like, "Yeah, they have them at the post office." So I drive home from Glendale to Long Beach mid rush hour. So this is like already a 2-hour drive because traffic got pretty gnar lately.
Gnar.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got to stop at the post office. Go to one, and I took a picture of these stamps, and I go, I'd also like 100 something of these stamps. And I show her, do you have any more of these left? And she looks at them, and she goes, we haven't had those in a while. And I go, oh. So I get back in the car, and I call Jen. And I'm like, they don't have it. They don't have it anymore. She said they haven't had them in a while. And Jen goes, well, which ones did they have? And I went, I don't know. Because I didn't bother to look. I'm just looking for this one. But let me stop at a few more because, you know,
Got nothing but time on your hands.
got nothing but time. So,
It's like a treasure hunt. I'm gonna go find these stamps.
yeah. And so
I know you guys are very patriotic, but you couldn't find American flag stamps anywhere.
they did, but they didn't really match the
Would
vibe.
seem appropriate to use the forever stamp.
Yeah.
These are the forever. Well, they're all forever stamps.
Yeah.
So I stop in on the way to Long Beach. Stop in Compton. Go to Compton, and I park my car. And this is like the cut, right? Like it feels pretty dangerous just walking from my car to the post office.
What hour of the day?
This is about 5 p.m. because they closed at 5:30, so I was barely making it here. And I walk in, and they have the big like bulletproof glass, and this lady's working there, super nice, and she's just like, hey, let me, what can I do for you? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for this stamp. Do you have any of this stamp left? And she looks at it, and she goes, we don't. And I'm like, all right, well, I need
A
like
lot of people got married that year.
I know. I'm like, and I'm thinking I got to get a stamp though that matches our vibe, the style of this envelope. And I go, okay, well, what do you have? And she's like, oh, well, you're in luck. We just got a whole new set of stamps in that I think you're going to love. And she pulls them out, and it's Harriet Tubman because it's Black History Month. Now, I shall say that this lady was of African American descent. So she's like, here, these will work. These are just brand new, hot off the press, and these are going to look great.
Definitely bought them.
and I'm looking.
Definitely bought them.
And now it's just an awkward silence because I'll like Harriet Tubman, love her, right? I learned.
Yep.
It's just an icon, sure. And
You know
look,
what,
she has her own
lady?
stamp.
Those will work just fine.
And it's just she's literally holding up all
really
these
did it.
these stamps, and she's like, "Here, these are great." And it's just silence because I'm in my brain. I'm just, and it must have been like 30 seconds of silence because that's how
it
I
wasn't.
know.
It felt like 30
It
seconds.
really did because I'm just processing. How am I going to tell this lady that is not the stamp that I want? Because she's so enthusiastic about it. Just got him in, and like, there's even a part of me that like. I'm looking at the stamp and Harriet Tubman just looks back at me and goes, "What's the matter, Chris? What's wrong?" Like she's like mouthing it at me. I'm like, "Miss Tubman, I'm sorry. Like I just this is not like this isn't the message. I mean, it's a great message, but it's not like
Thank you for your contribution, but this doesn't go with my color scheme.
it doesn't. No, I don't see that. I don't see color schemes.
No,
like,
I
it's
didn't mean
just-
that way. I meant like you have weddings have colors. Like you guys
I
have
don't
like
know, Gary Ghost. I think you're in trouble now.
I don't know why Chris started telling this story. I thought I was going to keep my mouth
keep
shut during
going,
the
dude.
whole
Keep
thing.
going.
It's a fucking awesome story.
Yeah, but it was. I did have to decline. Very.
You didn't buy the stamps.
I didn't buy the stamps.
The
Why
one
would I buy the
time,
stamps?
the one time you take a stand is against Harriet Tubman.
I didn't take a stand. I'm not
Oh
taking a
my
stand.
God,
There are other
dude.
ones. I just have to look.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Now, Dawson,
It was terrible.
Just out of
That's when you
curiosity.
buy the stamps. You just buy the stamps.
But I'm already like she
Hold
already
on.
knows I need over 100 of them.
But Dawson, to be clear, you understand that in the world you're suggesting, you have to buy those stamps and put them in the drawer for the next time you need stamps well after this wedding. And then you have to go and buy 100 of these
Yeah.
other stamps.
All your
Yeah, it
thank you
happens.
cards are gonna.
I mail about 100 things a year. I buy
What,
stamps
Really?
every year.
That's amazing.
dude? I never get stamps. If I need to mail something, I will just go into Matt's office and I'll knock on his door like, "Hey, do you have any stamps?" And he looks through his drawer for about a minute and finds like a half stamp. He's like, "Here, I got this one." And I'm like, "Okay, that'll work."
Still legal tender.
And that's about once every 3 years.
No, it's
Yeah. So, well, anyway, I didn't get the Harriet Tubman stamps.
Did you eventually find the stamps you were looking for?
Yeah. They had another one because it was Valentine. There was Valentines too. So at the next day, because all the other ones had Harriet Tubman, there was
You could have just said we're having a really small wedding. I just need the regular book.
There's just a book.
Yeah, they do the books of it's like, or it's not even a book. It's 16 stamps or 20 stamps.
I'm
or something
such
like that.
an ugly millennial.
Should have bought
that
20 stamps, dude.
I can't. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know. I literally walk in like, "Stamps, please," and she just gives me whatever. I went to like all of Walgreens and CVS's. They only had like
How
Christmas
many stores
stamps.
did you go into?
5. On the way home, 5, and then the next day 2.
Does Jen know how lucky she is to have you?
That's why I'm telling this story in her. She listens to this very podcast, and I just want. I'm really telling you guys. I forgot that she listens. Actually, now that I think about it,
Better man than me.
But
I'm a 3-store max.
yeah,
Yeah,
story.
even after 2, I'm
3
like,
strikes.
I don't know. I feel like I've been everywhere.
I ended up having to hit 5 stores on the way home on Valentine's Day because
Really?
everything was so picked over that I was like, all right, I'll go to this store first. They're going to have all 4 things that I need. They had one of them, so I went to the next store. I'm like, this store will have the other 3. By the end of it, I ended up at the 4th store. They didn't have the thing that I was sure was going to be my last stop. It was brutal.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I have a friend who
It's just the mail.
Yeah.
It's a touch insane.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying in general, no matter what, I'm not doing anything 5 stops.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
What I mean is, but just stamps. Hey,
It's
here's
for
some
their
stamps.
Wedding, Dawson.
visitation.
I don't think you get it.
I don't.
Gary Gus, I don't know the legality of this next thing I'm about to do. So if just raise your hand if it looks like it's getting bad.
Oh, we're cutting the last 15 minutes, so it's all good.
Have we started yet? Play the intro. All right. So my friend he does like Instacart
Sure.
stuff every once in a while. He'll pick up because I guess you can just whenever you're
He
free.
works for a delivery service.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. And this delivery service, you can buy like groceries or various items that don't necessarily always have to be takeout food.
Yeah.
And
That describes a lot of different services.
yeah, so he picks up because he figured he'd do it on Valentine's Day because they're going to get a lot of orders,
Yeah.
or whatever. And he says, "Boy, was he right!" And then so this guy orders he makes an order from Michael's, the craft store.
Okay.
And the message that you could write like a little message, like notes, like please make sure the fruit's ripe, or I don't want my avocados too soft, whatever. And the message from this guy says, I will always love you more than any woman I have ever known. You have always had my back. You will never know the many ways you have uplifted me over the years, and I really appreciate you. Love you. And then he put his name. But that's just like the note you're supposed to give to the guy picking up your food. And then what he ordered from Michael's was 1 bag of Sweet Tooth Fairy meltable chocolate. Like melting chocolate.
Yeah.
And 1 Ashland Rosebush classic plastic flower. So
he wants her to melt her own chocolate rose?
No. So my friend's like, this guy thinks he's buying flowers and chocolate because he did it on his phone. And I had to drop off and give this guy a bag of baking chocolate and a plastic flower.
No.
Yeah. So he said that was a
fail.
Yeah, it's or brilliant. That's kind of cute, actually, right?
I mean, if you have the time to melt down the chocolate and get the rose formed or something, I guess. But
yeah. Well,
I don't get it. It was a plastic rose.
Yeah, because Michael's, it's a craft store, so they have like those fake.
What are you gonna do with that and the chocolate?
Well, he thinks he's buying chocolate and like flowers and candy for his girl.
He thinks it's candy.
And he put a note in there, thinking my buddy's like, I don't know what to do with that note. Like, I can't write that note. Like,
so
it's out of tax. So he probably thought he was ordering it from like a different place. And yeah, I'm curious. I would love to be a fly on that wall.
Yeah, I don't think that went the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, but or it's brilliant. It's kind of cute, you know. All right. Anyway, let's get going with some comments before we do some Shay.
Seggy.
Some seggies.
Now it's time for listener comments.
Alrighty, and once again, these are all comments found on our Facebook group. And if you are not a part of the Facebook group, do yourself a favor and join. It's super easy. You just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we may let you in. It is my favorite place on the internet. All right. Let's start it off. Jacob Morales shared a post. He just went, no offense, but no one gives a shit about your score in Wordle. What do you guys think? I mean, these have taken over social media by storm. You don't care.
No,
Are you annoyed though by them, or do you're just like, oh, we can coexist?
I neither care. It doesn't. Whatever.
I guess
unfazed.
Okay, so that you can coexist.
I sort of feel the same way about it. Yeah, I'm not too angry about it, but I also never look at them. So
I'm not angry about it. I do not give a shit at all. I did see a story about a woman who was saved from a kidnapping because her daughter was concerned she didn't send her a Wordle score. So that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, Wordle's taking over the place by storm. And
taking over the world.
Wordle's taking over the world. And Lindsay Price shared a little link there about RuPaul hosting a CBS reboot of the word quiz Lingo.
Yeah.
Yes, and Lindsay writes, perfect timing. Don't disappoint us, Matt. Round 2. Yeah, so Wordle has gotten so big. Obviously, the New York Times bought it for $1 million, and everybody's trying to cash in. I know. It feels like it's more valuable than that.
Whatever. It's not gonna last.
I don't think it's gonna last either.
It's over. Whatever. It's already over.
It's already getting there. Like I'm now seeing like spoilers. I'm seeing hacks that people are posting because if you change the date on your phone, then you can get tomorrow's Wordle and the one after. People are already posting like what they're going to be and just trying to ruin it for everybody.
What's the point of that? I guess just to be a hater. Okay.
Yeah, be a hater, be a troll, whatever.
Yeah.
And
you can cheat playing Scrabble too, but then why are you playing Scrabble?
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know,
it's always a compliment when people accuse me of cheating with Words with Friends. Though it's always nice. Now, Matt.
Yes.
How do we get you on this reboot?
I have absolutely no idea.
You should have a little idea because you've been on one.
Yeah, how did you get on that shit in the first place?
Well, that was back in the day when I worked as a Universal Studios tour guide, and so I was surrounded by people who wanted to become actors, and so it was not uncommon for casting notices to be posted in the break room. So I'm pretty sure that's what we saw.
Oh, that's cool.
That must have been what it was. I can't think of any other that or maybe they knew that the guys that
About
do
your-
tour guiding can
No, I think
kinda
it was
put on a show a little bit.
It sounds more feasible that it was posted because we all know that how much you love reading.
I do love reading.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Lingo, everybody. Going to find out more about Matt right now. How you doing, buddy?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Southern California. I enjoy reading, writing, ping pong. Pretty exciting stuff.
Well, now I think you may have heard it in the ping pong pong leagues.
It's just so glorious.
It's really fantastic.
It's really just, oh my God. Like, wow.
The fact that I did not think
I
to turn
wish
this
I
into
saw
a
that
drop until
live.
just now.
Yeah, I love reading.
Yeah, I'll shorten it up. Give me some time.
That's
Wow. Reading, writing, ping pong.
Well, so you could have heard
Hey, Chuck.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Why don't you say, hey, Chuck?
Yeah, you could have heard it within the ping pong community too. I mean, there are multiple places.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
If
But
you could go back and do that again, what would you do different? What would you do different, Matt?
I really don't know what I could have possibly done differently.
Yeah, so
You
you're
know,
going
it
to
feels,
be like
it just
that.
feels right.
You
Really
had no-
never
yeah,
say.
it
Wouldn't
still
change a thing.
It still holds up. Yeah,
I think I said I probably wouldn't say reading. That was the extra. That was the one part that's just really cringy.
I enjoy writing and ping pong.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff.
That's a little bit, punchier.
it is a little punchier. Yeah, reading does soften it
Yeah,
a
it really
touch.
does.
I would
Should've
also
just
consider
made stuff up.
I guess.
I love to hang glide and
It'll
skeet
happen so
shoot.
quickly.
It did.
I skydive
maybe ping pong shouldn't have been the hammer at the end.
You
not?
knew it was coming.
and I play Chinese checkers.
Started with reading, and I was like, all right, writing.
I don't know if it would have been better or worse if I had said beer pong, which is probably the more emotional truth behind
Yes,
those
probably.
words. But,
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's ping pong with a wink, but you didn't wink,
exactly.
man.
I was just focused, man. I had to do a game show. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm putting it out.
Are we going to break down clips on Patreon? Did we ever get that figured out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done enough.
Gary,
of that.
can I
That's
please
fine.
have?
We don't need to do more.
I
of
would
it.
like to actually. There's just look that we just heard 10 seconds of it, and it really is lasting a long time. I'm very happy about this.
By the way, we discovered on our last Patreon show that the account that had it on YouTube was suspended, and so
Yeah.
you cannot see the video anymore.
I thought it was us, but now I'm thinking because of this reboot, they're probably just trying to wipe off any of the past games.
Yeah, and what do you think the reboot is attributable to? You're welcome.
Us. Yeah. Ooh. This is what it's like. Now, okay, RuPaul is hosting. CBS is putting it out. It's going to come out later this year. Obviously, they need contestants.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have an army, a whole army, to get Matt and his buddy Drew back on to Lingo.
Yep.
Yeah. See if the hobbies have changed.
Yeah, that's the only reason I want you back on.
I'll just do a complete photocopy of it.
I'm invested
I love
in the
born and
character.
raised. Born and raised in Southern California.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Southern California.
Yeah, it was strong, but let's see. So let's start some sort of petition, some campaign. Let's bark at CBS, bark at RuPaul, bark at
Just
anybody,
bark
Lingo.
at them, though.
Well,
just bark at them.
And
Don't
also,
do anything else.
and tag Matt Fondler and suggest that he comes on. Like everybody, retweet it. Let's make a huge campaign. I think getting you on to this game show is going to be my mission, my life's mission right now.
Pretty exciting stuff.
It is. It
Couldn't
really
have said it better
is.
myself.
So there we go. Speaking of game shows, somebody posted. Oh yeah, it's Carl Alexander. He posted that Jeopardy has actually banned contestants from wagering $69
Yep, I saw that
in
too.
Final Jeopardy, and that's a rule that's been going on for a couple of years. Ken Jennings tweeted it out.
What
And,
about 420? Can you still bet 420?
You can. There are 5 numbers you can't bet.
Whoa.
What are they?
666?
666. You're not-
911?
No, you can bet 911.
What? No, I'm
You really want to
curious.
guess? Because I'll tell you.
curious.
Because I have it. I have the answer.
008.
Oh, you can't do boobs.
Oh.
80085.
Well, that would be an
8S.
insane score. No, it's not that, though. It's not boobs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cool with boobs. They're cool with 420. They are not cool with white supremacy because 1488 is like a white supremacist number.
okay, yeah.
So the other 3 numbers are 1488, 1488, 14, or 88.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah. So those are the 5 you can't bet in Jeopardy.
Who knew?
What if you had $1,488?
I was
Then-
gonna
And
say,
you'd have
what
to
if you
wager
go into Final
all but
Jeopardy?
$1.
Yeah, you're going home with $1. at least. Sorry, what was that, Matt?
No, I'm just my mind's spinning. Dawson kind of asked the same question.
I always heard in when you do Final Jeopardy, always in daily doubles, always just not Final Jeopardy, daily doubles, always bet it all.
That's what James Holzhauer
That's
did.
what he did. Yeah,
he won a lot of money.
Worked out for him.
But you have to actually know the answers. That's
I
really
forgot
kind of
about
the
that part.
catch.
And beyond Jeopardy.
If the daily double comes up on like the very difficult, like the highest priced question on a category that you don't really know, probably not a great idea to say daily double.
Would you make it a true daily double if it was a 300?
Not a Jeopardy number.
400.
There you go.
If it was on 600. Sorry, the third one down. $600. True daily double. Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Wow.
Sure. Why not?
All right. I like that. Let's see. All right. Stuart Bradshaw says, I just wasted 2 hours watching Looper.
Yeah, baby.
Chris.
Yeah, baby.
Chris!
And Kaylin led me astray.
I
And
know,
Bob Bryan
I told ya.
is again just wrong. I'm with Dawson. This movie sucks.
Man, next time you listen to me, some people got to learn the hard way and lose 2 hours of their life that they'll never get back watching Looper.
But a lot of the comments beneath that were like, no, it's great. And Stuart's like, yeah, it was all right. I just don't think it was amazing.
The people who commented below are just easily entertained.
All right.
Me and Stuart Bradshaw expect better.
Oh, I have another comment here, but I'll wait till Matt gets back because this one... No, it's okay. I know, Matt. This one bothered Matt.
You want to just listen to the Lingo drop again?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome back to Lingo, everybody. Going to find out more about Matt right now. How you doing, buddy?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Southern California. I enjoy reading, writing, ping pong. Pretty exciting stuff.
You know what I noticed you're doing, Matt? Matt, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of podium slaps.
Gary, before Matt puts on his thing.
You're doing a lot of podium slaps during that.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Steve Henry, he posted a very controversial image.
Uh-oh.
Gary Ghost, I definitely needed your take on this one. Now we've gone through a lot with Barstool Sports. We've done a lot with them. Like we'll talk about something and they'll post a meme mirroring whatever we talked about.
Love you
days
guys.
after.
Just come clean.
Well,
Come clean. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
let's
Let's
talk about
collab.
this.
Let's
Hey.
do something.
Dawson,
Yeah, buddy.
buckle up.
Yeah. Well, they have a new podcast on their roster,
Okay.
and it is called the Watercoolest Podcast. Completely real. Now,
No.
Yeah.
Your
I looked
face
into
is
it.
exactly what I've been feeling for the last several weeks.
Oh my fucking
and my
God.
first reaction was,
Fake.
I love that name.
Yeah, why did we think of that to begin with?
I guess, yeah, man.
They're better than Ezra, and we're Ezra. Lame.
Flattery.
The Claw.
Yeah. But yeah, so they have a new podcast called the Watercoolest Podcast. But Barstool, I ain't mad at you. Come, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Oh, hey.
Let's collab.
That's
Let's
all
do
right. You
something.
guys do you.
I don't like the Claw.
That's Adam, not me. All right, let's talk. But anyway, Gary Ghost, is that okay? Like, what's going on here?
That is not okay. I'm looking into it. I might be bringing on my more high profile partner.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
Fucking bullshit.
Well, keep me in the loop, because I am very curious. And either way, I'm gonna check it out. Let's see here. Piney Woods wannabes. This is a YouTube comment. He was watching us on YouTube. You can. And he wrote, I'm listening to this while working in the middle of my strawberry field.
Nice.
You're watching on
In
phone.
Oxnard?
Okay. Sorry, I had in my brain he had a desktop computer in the strawberry field.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're mobile ways.
Fun place your brain is.
I don't know, man. I've still got COVID.
Yeah. He says, I'm listening while working in the middle of my strawberry field. I entertained the idea. I picked a berry. And then I walked in to get pepper.
Wow.
Because remember, I suggested try it. It might blow your mind a little bit. The flavor profile. Piney Woods says, I didn't even taste the pepper, but this is what happens when you have hipsters influencing on social media. Stupid ideas. If you grow good strawberries, adding anything makes it worse.
Exactly. It's a fucking strawberry. There's nothing fucking wrong with it.
Same with melons. Stop buying crap produce that needs something. Great show, though.
Good for you.
I agree with this guy 100%.
Way to experiment,
I have no
though.
intention
Yeah.
of peppering my berries or
Salting your melons. That sounds so sexual.
Yes, it does.
How good are you at pounding it, and how good are you at chugging it?
All righty. Let's see. Let's do a couple more here. Ryan Going.
Going where? Going gone.
He's never heard that one, I bet.
Notice how I remain completely quiet, okay? That's how obvious.
Hero.
Well, Ryan Going,
Where?
he says, well,
Where Ryan going?
He says, I had my old man moment. A little background. I'm turning 40 in July, just so you know my age.
Ryan going insane.
Yeah. And he says, okay, so I went to a bar, and the very young bartender tells me her name. It's Alicia.
It's Alicia.
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 Yeah, it's Alicia. Yeah.
It's Alicia.
What's the first thing you think of when you hear that name, Dawson? Alicia.
Cuthbert.
It's it's Alicia, isn't it?
It's Elisha.
Doesn't matter how you pronounce it.
That's what
He's
I
not
think
wrong
of.
to be thinking
That's
about
what
her.
I think of.
Well, Ryan says, after he hears about her name being Alicia, I obviously respond with, cool, like Silverstone.
Oh, Alicia.
Classic, right?
Yeah.
This was met with audible silence and a very confused young lady.
Yeah.
Because I refused to be the old guy at the bar, I proceeded to Google and show her posters for Clueless and Batman.
Jesus Christ. So you're the
Ryan,
fucking
come on,
old
man.
creepy
No,
guy
don't-
who's fucking
don't-
perving on Alicia Silverstone when she was
Don't
in
get out.
Aerosmith videos, and you're advertising this to an incredibly hot bartender at a bar in your town.
Don't get out the phone and show
Ryan,
her
Ryan.
a Clueless poster and the Aerosmith
She
video.
is prominently featured on that
you poor
poster
thing.
and on the Batman and Robin poster.
I'll let this be a lesson to you. Never do that again.
Yeah. Well, he says I proceeded to Google and share the posters for Clueless and Batman. This did not help redeem me.
No doubt.
And at this point, it's been like a solid 4 minutes, and it's the most awkward realization I've ever had. I'm old and out of touch. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, Joe.
Ryan.
I'm sorry,
So
buddy.
wait, let me get this straight.
You'll get over it.
In the 4 minutes after that happened, you're in a private Facebook group for a podcast you listen to, posting about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough day at the bar.
He's probably at the bar typing this.
I'm sure he is.
There's no judgment here.
Not at
Ryan,
all.
I don't think that you're old. I think you are off touch. Don't take out your phone like here. Look. This is. But if you want to share the Bow Boy Army Facebook group and see what she wants to join, it's a fun time. It's a fun time, and I suggest that to all your friends too. But good luck, man. Yeah,
You should, instead of a tip, get her a yearly subscription to Patreon.
yeah.
That's how you
a
redeem
great.
yourself.
That's and more.
You'll finally understand
Buy her
what's
a
going on
subscription to a
at
podcast.
episode 69 plus 69 plus 69.
All right, Matt. Who's the most famous Matt you could think of right now?
Matt Damon.
That was in real time. I appreciate that.
Wow.
That
cadence.
most popular Mike, Dawson.
Mike Dawson.
All right, celebrity though. I mean, you are a celebrity, but
Mike.
O'Malley.
Oh, Mike.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Sure. Oh, Gary.
Gary Cole.
Gary Cole. Yeah, great. And mine's Chris O'Donnell, another Batman guy. Yeah, but there you go.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he do a show on CNN?
No.
That's not the Chris O'Donnell he's talking about. They might have the same name.
Yeah. Let's see here. Lastly, Mike Saliba created he created a poll.
He sent us stuff too.
Oh, he did. And we're gonna drink that.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we are. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk
drink it
about
tomorrow. Kalen's on. And it's really cool what he said.
Yes, thank you very much.
Mike Saliba says, "What is a behavior you engage in that Adam Carolla would not approve of?"
We'll listen to tomorrow's Adam Carolla show.
You heard it. Now I'll read you because everybody chimed in on what they thought. I'll read you the poll. So first place, everybody likes sci-fi and fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam does not like that. I don't know if he does. Does he disapprove of it, or he just doesn't like it?
I don't think
he talks crap on it like that. We watch it.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily in the spirit. Let me guess. Can I guess what's up there?
Sure.
Ordering delivery.
Oh, I only took the top 5 because there were like 30.
That's on the top 5?
No, it's on the top 5 or top 6.
People are lying about ordering delivery then.
Yeah. Well, liking sci-fi and fantasy, ketchup on a hot dog,
Sure.
playing the lotto. A lot of people are doing that's 3rd. Watching soccer is 4. And then watching dusty movies is 5. And that's like Dune. Like because it was a thing they recently talked about.
That's right.
Now, I personally like sci-fi fantasy, hence the Looper thing and the Dune thing. I told Adam too because Gina's like, "Oh, Dune sucks," and Adam walked out of the studio and I went, "Dune's awesome." I liked Dune, but ketchup on a hot dog, I don't mind ketchup on a hot dog. I don't always put it on, but I don't mind it. So if there's ketchup on my hot dog, I will not turn my nose at you. And 3rd, we went to a frozen yogurt shop one time, and I put a S-load of Oreos on top of my frozen yogurt, and he was just looking at me disgusted. And you know what I did? I took another scoop and I put it on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I showed him, and I got more Oreos, and he paid.
Nice.
So yeah, I love Oreos. They're so good. Doss, do you do anything that?
I sometimes eat Oreos.
Yeah.
I got nothing against the Oreo.
Or anything that Adam says like, "Oh, you can't live your life like this."
I watch World Soccer Championships. And as many of the tourney games as I can.
Yeah. Do you guys play the lotto?
No.
Are you guys into that? I'm not. I don't do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've bought scratchers before as like a novelty gift or something, but
I used to get them as gifts too, but then I just thought, I don't know. I just feel like they make a mess.
Throwing your money away.
Yeah.
I think so.
What about you guys though? What else do you do?
There's probably a very large list, but I will say the most prominent would be the hazelnut creamer in the coffee.
Which Matt buys all the time still.
It's
a staple of our fridge.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
And then, for some reason he doesn't like the sandals and jeans, which I always think is strange.
Oh, the sandals jeans combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Travis Kelce just wore that, I think. I saw a picture of him wearing that.
I'd say that's probably the
at the
two
game.
that he would most regularly be shaking his head at me about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Gary?
yeah, I mean, the list is
pretty
very,
similar
very
to you.
long.
Yeah.
And delivery, I think, which I don't do often, but I feel like Adam frowns upon anyone ever doing that.
Yeah, so there you go. So we're not all just changing our lives. I mean, there are things that I have taken into my life.
There are more
like,
things that I've changed.
I rinse my coffee mug. I close my
Sometimes.
I close my chip bag. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Operative word.
yeah. So there you go. I think that is it for comments. And look, man, I know you have a Shea. Maybe we wait till.
Yeah, we can save it
till Patreon.
Sure,
Is
yeah.
it,
We got like some legit.
Unless it's a February 15th Shea that we need.
It's February 14th, but it doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Let's do the Shea, man. Why do we got to wait? Why do we got to push it?
Oh, no!
What type of foods might we
Something else going on.
What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say.
Just talk over the intro, dude.
What's on the menu?
Boner time.
That's not on the menu.
Dawson, what do you have to tell? Do you know why?
You said it was February 14th. There's no boner time?
Oh, there you go.
Do you know why Dawson's like, yeah, let's do the Shea. What do you guys got going on, man? There's something I got to tell you. I'm going to talk over this intro. It's because Dawson just downed an entire tube of espresso. So he's feeling good.
No, actually, I'm yawning. Fucking tired, dude. Come on, Holes. Did you lead me down the wrong path, dude? Did I get the sugar crash?
Oh, it's caffeinated.
Yeah, but see, I had one earlier. Maybe I got the sugar crash from the one I had earlier, and now I need the caffeine from this one, but I'm yawning.
All right. Well,
so I'm confused.
Okay. Well, let's get your head back in the right space with a little Shea action here.
Yeah, let me blow your mind with the amazing meal that I had.
Tell me.
So we had our Valentine's dinner on Friday night.
Yes.
Into Valentine's, with the understanding that we would come home and keep partying, and I want the rest of the weekend to recover. What are we doing this on a Monday night for? I'm married at this point. We know what's going on.
You know you're getting laid.
With all due respect to my wife. Let me just say, we went to this place called Sasso in Pasadena. I've talked about it on the show before.
Is it Will Sasso's place?
That was the exact reaction the last time I said that place.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Do they serve huge calves?
They don't. They do not. It's like a Spanish tapas kind of place.
Dang, that's mad TV.
Yeah. Clothing optional.
So I've only been there one other
saying they
time.
can take their tapas off?
Yes.
Oh. Good job, buddy.
I like that.
So I've only been there one other time. It's about a year ago, maybe even longer than that. But they had a chilled crab claw as one of their appetizers.
CCC.
Was it gripping a cigarette or something? Gripping a joint. It's all chilled.
Yes, it was exactly that kind of chilled. Served with the spicy mustard. Cold seafood is definitely something I was not into
The
growing
mustard's
up.
pissed. It's all spicy and shit.
Yes.
Bullet time,
It was a very animated restaurant. I was in a Roger Rabbit cartoon restaurant.
Hey.
Yeah, everything came to life.
Welcome.
So what I really wanted was this crab claw, and I was very excited to get the claw because we all know how I feel about that.
The claw.
We split a gem salad, but this is not your average salad.
What is a gem
It's got a
salad?
gem in it.
It has to do with the type of
Are you-
leaves that are in it.
I know we like you know we know that you like gold. You like eating gold, but
Gold
now
slaughter.
you've moved on to gems.
Gems, that's true. No,
Goodness.
this is a hot and creamy salad, which you don't think even would happen.
And you don't salt your melons?
This had serrano ham, onion, breadcrumbs, queso, and horseradish anchovy dressing.
I like all of that. Oh,
It
horseradish anchovy dressing. Come on.
It
I am
was.
all for that. The more pungent, the
Yep.
better.
Spectacular.
Not to start a debate about what makes a salad, but you didn't list off any sort of lettuce or anything.
It's the gem salad.
gem. Oh, okay.
That's the leaves.
Spec the liquor.
What is happening
I
right
don't
now?
know.
Dawson is on a different show.
I think that fucking tube activated
said
Dawson's production
spectacular
meeting.
in a different way.
Gotcha. So I had the chilled crab claw, but my wife had the cazola de mariscos, which is basically like a Spanish cioppino. And so it had the same
I'm in.
the same crab claw, but this one was like hot.
This one was chilling, man. This one was hot.
Clams, prawns, cod, garlic thyme, all like in a marinara
Garlic time.
broth.
Stop. Garlic time.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what I'd like better. I think I like hot crab a little bit. It does take the crab cake or take the cake, but look, man. I got to try. You can't hate.
No, I'm not hating.
It's all in real time.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
But the chilled crab claw, I love. It's like a 9.9, and a hot crab claw is a 10. Yeah.
Well, I will admit I was a little bit jealous when I saw the dish that she got, and I realized that I probably could have saved the money on getting the claw individually and just gotten that dish instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so my wife is going first to the clams, and it's not cleaned. I love me some clam, and it's a little bit sandy.
Sandy clam?
Nobody likes a sandy clam.
No.
Nobody.
Well, a little sand sometimes.
No.
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 Okay.
You don't want that.
No one wants sand in their clam.
And so my wife said, I'm going to say something. Not to like complain, but to just, that whoever's preparing it, they should know, if you just wash it a little bit better, you're not going to have sand in it. So I said, okay, well, next time the waitress comes by, you should absolutely say something.
Oh.
And in the moments that the waitress is walking up, my wife takes the crab claw and has her first bites of it. And the waitress says, "How is everything?" And my wife goes, "It's amazing. Everything is so good," because she was enjoying the claw.
Oh, yeah, she's right there. That's recency bias.
And then the waitress walked away, and I was just staring at her, and I was like,
Yeah.
what
Sand-
about the
sandy
sand,
clam?
the
Yeah,
clams?"
what
And
about
she
your-
completely forgot that she was going to bring it up. That's how
That's how
transportive
good. That's how good.
that food, that other
She
part
just
of
got
the
That
dish
clam was a
neuralized.
door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, my entree was a seared Ora King salmon. And it was served with charred avocado, which I'd never seen before.
I've never seen that either.
Sounds really good.
And
I'm
then
all
like this
for that.
little kind of a side salad with fennel and citrus and scallions. And
Another salad with you.
well, again, it was more like it was something to have with
Like a little
fish.
garnish, a little
yeah,
veggie garnish.
exactly. So you kind of can take part of the crispy skin and part of the fish, and you put it all together with the avocado, with the citrus.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you make your bites. You're not eating it like a salad. You're eating it as
Add some
different
acid to it.
flavor combinations. Exactly.
Texture.
Different flavor combination.
And then for dessert, we had what they refer to as a mini Basque cheesecake. So it was like a little, probably about the size of.
Come on.
I don't know.
It's Valentine's Day. You can't splurge for the regular size. You have
that's a lot of food.
Okay.
We're talking about for like one of those what do they call them, dollar size pancakes?
Yeah, silver dollar pancakes.
Silver dollar. That's what I want to say. About the size
Silver
of a silver
dollar.
dollar, but
dollar size pancakes.
All right. Again with the Jewish comments, Chris. Sorry.
I'm just.
Anyway, it was made with goat cheese, which I didn't really have a problem with.
Cheesecake, goat cheese, cheesecake.
But my wife said it was a little too goaty.
Yeah,
a little goaty.
Yeah.
Little.
A little too much dog. Yeah, but goat.
Little goaty.
Little goaty.
A little too much.
Yeah. So the goat wasn't the goat.
That's correct.
Yeah.
She didn't like the goat in her throat.
They just keep coming here, guys. My work is done here. I've taught you all well.
No, I don't want the award. Okay, so did your wife complain about that? Maybe like combine
She did.
that.
She mentioned it was a little goaty.
Yeah.
And then she also mentioned the sandy clam. Kind of a
She probably took it as a compliment.
1-2
though.
punch.
Yeah.
And then they brought us a second dessert.
Ooh.
Free dessert. That was sort of like a French toast with ice cream.
Sounds
There
pretty
you
good.
go.
Oh, it was fucking great.
So you got a free dessert on top.
Got a
of
free
it.
dessert, and then the best part on top of all that, gift card from the family left over from the
Hey.
holidays. So I got that bill. It was like $40 for me. Oh, it's great.
That's delightful.
Go, yeah.
It was totally awesome, and that's how we celebrated Valentine's Day.
Oh, lovely Valentine's
and that's
Day.
what's on the menu.
Come on.
Hey,
That's fantastic.
Come on. That sounds. My mouth's watering.
That's
I
some
love.
good
I
goat,
love your
bro.
meals, man.
That
I
is
love
some good goat.
I love living vicariously through your meals. I feel like I could taste it.
I thought I had it queued up to the just pretty exciting stuff. Sorry.
All right, now before we get to the plugs, I want to let everybody know that on Patreon, there's a plug tier where if you're subscribed to that tier, then we would forego our plugs that we usually give out, like follow me on Twitter or whatever, and we let you guys give our plugs or do the plugs for us. And last week on Patreon, we didn't get to that part, so we thought we have all the plugs from last week. Let's just do it now. Let's just get the plugs in now, and we'll forego
Extra exposure for our Patreoners.
Yeah,
You know?
it is. It is, yes. And also, it's just nice. I like hearing what everybody else has to plug. I don't have things to plug all the time. So let's get into it. So I'll kick this one up. This is a plug from Patreon subscriber Alvaro Zaragoza. And he writes, "Hey, Bobo dudes.
Hey, Alvaro.
No plug this week." All right, man. This is not. I should have read.
You shouldn't have led with that one.
But he says, "No plug this week. Just want to say thank you for always providing A+ content. The Disneyland talk was awesome. Also, I have been super busy at work, so I just caught up on all the pod. I still want to coordinate a time for me to treat everyone to Ballast Point in downtown Disney.
Hell yeah.
Let me know what's the best way to send some undisclosed amount of Chonga coins. Woof woof." Well, you've already sent a bunch of Stokens just with that offer, so thank you, Alvaro, and we'll be in touch, man. That sounds super fun, and appreciate you. Christy Berge sent in a plug.
What's up?
She says, "Hey, K-Berg's here. My plug this week is for Valentine's Day."
Yeah.
Ooh, a little late. No, well, I guess there's Valentine's Day moving on. Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays. Second only.
This one's for next year, Christy.
It is. Valentine's Day
K-Bergs.
is one of my favorite holidays, second only to Halloween. My favorite. It's one of my favorites because it's my birthday. Hey!
Happy belated birthday.
I plan on partying like it's 1999. Cheers to all my fellow Bobo boys and gals. Give your loved one extra love on this special day. We will.
We did.
Next year. And we did this year as well. Christy,
Happy birthday.
Happy belated. And thank you for the wonderful plug. All right, Das, what do you got?
Let's see. David Hundley says, "Hey guys, just wanted to plug reading, writing, and ping pong.
Get out of here.
It's pretty exciting stuff."
Oh, it is. It's great. I love it, David.
Oh, shit.
And Anna Jewell is plugging asking for that raise. It worked for me. Well,
Hey,
congratulations.
You gotta do it. They're not gonna just do it on their own.
Mike Salvia here. I actually got several
Saliba,
sorry. I actually got several more people using promo code WOOF on axeheadwatch.shop. So instead of beating that dead horse, I'd like to plug Joe Rogan. He's had a hell of a couple of weeks. I'm sure he's sick of talking about it, but if he isn't, I'm sure he'd love to vent on another record-breaking podcast, one with hosts friendly to his dilemma, a podcast that inspired him, a way to combine two of the biggest podcasts in the world. Hint, hint, Chris, book.
Does he want Joe Rogan on the water cooler?
That's what it said.
Yeah,
That's
all
what it
right.
said.
Yeah, we'd love to have him.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
got an open
I
invite.
already know he's a big fan.
All right, my other plug is from Devin Watson. YOLO, man. I'm plugging the idea of a meetup where we all watch the full episode of Matt's amazing performance on Lingo. I'll pay extra tokens and Malos to see that shit live. Peace, peeps. ABG.
Oh, a watch party. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh, we could do that.
We could do that. We could even do that over Zoom.
Yeah, a little Zoom for the next Mall meetup. A watch party sounds really fun, just so I could see everybody reacting and cheering you on.
Sure.
So yeah,
I'm
maybe
down for that.
that'd be kind of interesting too.
All right, so I got a couple over here. First, I got Evening Fellas, Kelly, James, Lame Sauce, Asterisk, Smith, Chonga, 69, 4-banger, Take the Bus, Clausen here. This week, I would like to plug Moxie Soda. Much like Dave Matthews Band, you either love it or you hate it. I love it. Matt, try a decent bourbon with Moxie over some ice. Chef's kiss. All right, I will do that.
Sounds delicious.
I just think Dave Matthews Band is
Yeah, I loved them all through high school.
No. You love them, but I'm
really
all right.
Yeah.
They're all right.
I really love.
I'm right down the middle on them.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I really, really love that "Crash Into Me" song.
It's a good song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song Crash.
Oh, it's called "Crash." Yeah, great song.
Great song.
Great song.
Hi, Gary. Thanks for responding so quick to my email, duder. By
Sure.
the way, if you're a Patreon member, you can have direct access to Gary's.
Yeah, I have push alerts on for Patreon on my phone. So if people want to message me during the day, they'll
They
sometimes just comment hi.
Very dangerous.
Shout out to Erica Delgado and her husband, who I played Xbox with the other night.
Hey.
And lastly, here's another photo of my new pup, Doug, asleep with all his toys stacked on him. Have a great weekend, boys and Bobo Nation. Roof, roof. Boner time.
Boner time.
Boner time.
And then I got one more here from Landon. My plug this week is for bacon. As anyone who's anybody knows, bacon is amazing. And anyone who's ever said there is too much bacon in this breakfast burrito is a pussy. All right.
Okay, well, we have
We've
to
gone
reset.
too far.
Maybe I should have chosen someone else to read that one.
Well, we should reset that just quickly. Landon suggested that a breakfast burrito place in a previous plug, and Matt went to try it, and Matt hated it. And he said that there wasn't enough, or there's too much bacon, not enough egg, and he had a horrible time.
Yeah, and it ruined
5 cheddar shreds.
And it ruined Landon's day to the point that he went around the Patreon and just texted me because Landon actually has my number, and he was mortified.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
He
so
goes on
now
to
he's plugging
say-
bacon.
Yeah, he goes on to say, love you, Matt. Just to clear the air, I wasn't mad. Rather, I was super bummed you got a bad burrito. If it
That's
wasn't
true.
good, that's on them, not on you. My brother and I were confounded by your description, as we've never experienced them shorting you on cheese. Well, what happened? It's normally an even amount of the 4 ingredients, but I guess no one bats 1,000. P.S. The best breakfast burrito I ever had was a reindeer breakfast burrito in Palmer, Alaska at the Vagabond Blues Cafe. Woof woof, signed FTL.
Well, I mean, to harken back, there was a Christmas, I think, last year that Matt, during Patreon, dressed up as Santa and ate reindeer. I think maybe for Christmas 2022, we need to get you a reindeer breakfast burrito.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you can dress as Santa again and eat more reindeer.
Instead of getting me back on Lingo, how about we get me to fucking Alaska?
Well, let's do Lingo. I like Lingo.
I think we just get some.
Lingo is the way to go.
Yeah,
All right.
Lingo, and we'll get some reindeer
Alaska
breakfast
would
burrito
kill
and
you.
Maybe
Glendale.
I'll win enough money on Lingo that I can fly to Alaska.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, you can have it all.
But you have to guess the word.
I'm pretty good at it.
You can have your crab cake and eat it too.
Oh.
See, saved it.
Chris will have the hot crab.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's. Thanks, Landon. Appreciate it. I want to try this reindeer burrito.
So do I.
I'm totally down for that.
Yeah,
Reindeer
actually,
was
no,
amazing. We
it's
had the
just
reindeer sausage.
Yeah.
If the best breakfast burrito you've ever had is not at a Mexican restaurant,
Mine's not.
and that's your second offense. The first offense was Matt got a bad burrito. I don't know, Landon. Stick to fried turkeys.
Oh, brutal.
Wow, you're 0 for 2. A reindeer burrito is the best breakfast burrito you've ever had.
That man has spent
I find that
hundreds
very
of
hard
dollars
to
on
believe.
turkeys for us.
I find that very hard to believe, Landon.
Bring
us a turkey.
I respectfully disagree. The best breakfast burrito I have had is not on a Mexican. I don't think Mexican restaurants do great breakfast burritos because it's such a fusion food.
No,
fusion food.
The great
My
breakfast
God.
burrito places are places that just do breakfast burritos.
Yeah, they specialize in that. And then if I'm ordering like a carne asada burrito, I'll get that at the Mexican place, and they'll do it way better. But yeah, I think putting I don't know. I think you got to specialize in it.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's a fusion food. American. That's fusion, right, Matt?
American and what?
Mexican. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see,
I'll accept
breakfast
it.
burritos are fusion.
Yeah, Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. See, there you
Ooh,
go.
Why have we never done a breakfast chimichanga?
I'm in love with that idea.
I like that idea too.
I want that.
The
I
best
want
breakfast
that
burrito I've never had.
I want that now.
Now, here's what we can do.
I
know a place around here that makes fantastic breakfast burritos that we all know.
I can actually
We
just
can
make it.
procure a fryer, have that shit ready, and when I come back, do our own chongas. Breakfast chongas.
Good time.
Damn.
Well, after Chris's wedding, when he comes off his diet, I think we got to do this.
Oh, I'll do it now. that sounds incredible.
I'm fully down for some chonga, dude.
Breakfast chonga.
Hell yeah.
That gave me Stokins right there too. All right, I love this idea. All right, let's do some DIY chongas from I think I know where you're ordering from. And those are all of our plugs. As we said, we're not doing our own plugs. These were for you guys. So thank you again for submitting that. Thank you for listening to this show, sharing it with a friend, subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow for some Patreon action.
You can find it at patreon.com/watercooler.
See you there.
Later,
We love you. Goodbye.